Hi friends. A little insight into what happens when I think too much. I had a split last night before bed. We were watching Dragon Ball Z Super, I think. And my partner has a habit of being on his phone every once in a while while we watch stuff together, which is fine. I don't mind. You do you, dude. I got ADHD too, probably. So when it comes to quality time, he's made me aware that he wants my attention to be on our quality time because I am a chaotic type of distracted. I will get up and do stuff and start cleaning, and if I don't feel like I'm being productive, I have to do something. Thanks to, conditioning. And I just saw this guy drive all weird on the road. That's why I stopped talking for a moment. There you go. Exhibit A, distraction. So I go to get on my phone because I got bored of what was happening on TV because it was just the usual, you know how they do in Dragon Ball fights? Yeah, da 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 da, like over and over again. You kind of get tired of it when you need a break. So I got on TikTok. I call it TikTok. He calls it TikTok too. And I, decided to read up on a flower that I have been looking for online. And dude, like, something funny happens and I miss it. And it's like, oh, you're not paying attention? You didn't find that funny? And I'm like, oh. No, I'm not. But I didn't say that. I didn't say I'm not paying attention. I just didn't say anything. And that's when the split happened. And I was like, oh, so what? I can't be on my phone ever, but you're on your phone right now. Like, I started freaking out in my head. I started feeling like the world was crumbling around me. Like, physically, I will tell you what it felt like. Because everybody talks about how it feels mentally. But I will talk about how it feels physically for me. When I have a split, my body goes into an alert and very stressed response. I tense up. And most of the time I don't tense up upward like this. I usually crouch and hunch into a gremlin position. Fetal position. If I can't just sit there and rock back and forth until I feel better, or till I feel better, or cry, then I will spiral into thoughts and ideations of self-harm, which just stems into like punching myself in the thigh until I can feel better. Thankfully, because I used to when I was younger. Oh yeah, trigger warning, guys. Oh my goodness, trigger warning. Mentions of self-harm. Jeez. Maybe I'm going to put that in the beginning of the videos. Anyways, for me, my body felt numb and cold on the outside. My skin was numb and cold. Well, numb as in numb to bumping around and stuff. Yeah, my skin sense was dulled and cold, very cold. All of my body was cold. And inside here was like pressure, how my hand is going onto my chest like that. Pressure going in and then wanting to force itself out, like the top of this little peak of my fabric, like that. And it feels like it wants to come out and out, but it won't. Like, think about the alien when it comes out of that guy's body on the table from the first Alien movie. He's just on the table like that. He's like, and it freaks out and pops out of him. It's like that. That's what it feels like, except it doesn't pop out. And it just stays there and it festers and it goes into your throat, or my throat, and it lingers in here, and it's just like, got me in a chokehold and I can't talk. Because I want to cry. But I feel like I can't cry because in my past, when I cried, why are you crying? There's no reason to cry. I'll give you something to cry about. Or the typical, you know? That stopped when I was a teenager, around like 16, 17, I think, with the hand hitting. Well, the hand holding up like that. I got bee slapped by my mom when I was in credit card debt. Because for whatever reason, that's a whole nother story. My bad. That's a whole nother story. Anyways, BPD is wild. I was diagnosed with it. No cure, no treatment, whatever. Who cares, right? Because I'm going to figure it out myself. I've been in and out of clinics left and right trying to figure out what's wrong with me since I gained adulthood. Because nobody around me would believe that there was something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just different. And that's okay. Anyways, I know that I can hold space for people and their traumas and all of the traumatic, crazy shenanigans out there in the world, because I can embrace it and accept it for what it is, and I can teach you guys how to do it in those moments when we talk about it, because I like to go in depth, you know. I like to find out what's the root cause and why, you know. But if we don't need to figure out the why right then and there, we don't need to. Yeah. Well, I'll just keep talking. I am looking to validate myself with expressions through these videos and stuff. They're called video logs, right? Vlogs. So I think I will continue this as a series on my YouTube and just talk about my life and what I've experienced and my perspective. Because something you guys need to remember is that these are just all experiences from my perspective. There is multiple perspectives to everything. So if you guys end up getting like caught up on something, please bring it up. You know, it's always important to talk, communicate, and understand and understand. I get so giddy saying that. Ghost, your videos make me happy. Anyways. Oh, shout out to Yoshi 2.0. I love his music. I'll do it anyway. I'll do it sad. I'll do it glad. Yeah, freaking love that song. But yeah. This is my only time to be alone. And I figured I might as well spend it talking to you guys. I could go live, but I'm still nervous and anxious about that because then you guys get to tell me what I'm doing wrong. And then it's like, oh wait, I'm not doing anything wrong because I'm in control of my situation. There's a lot of like context to everything. English is a contextual language, or everything is contextual. Yeah, you need context to understand. It's so bright out here. Anyways, I think I'm done. I'm done talking. Let me know how you guys feel. What's your opinion on self-diagnosing to... Yeah. So I guess I didn't even tell you that. Well, let's add to this video some more. No edits. My whole life, since I can remember, since I gained sentience at 6 years old. Damn. That was the first time I thought, whoa, these are my hands. I have hands. I do that a lot. I used to do that a lot. I used to dissociate and all that stuff because of all the intense trauma I was experiencing. Because for me, feeling is a trauma in itself. I feel so dramatically. It's ridiculous. Like, my heart will shatter into a million pieces when I see people hurt, you know? Like, I'm overly empathetic, so compassionate that I'm willing to, like, give everyone the benefit of the doubt for the most part. I used to do it to a fault, and I always got taken advantage of. Always. I let myself get taken advantage of because I thought that's what unconditional love is, but it's not. So I feel for the two of us. Like, oh, you can't feel your feelings right now? No worries, I'll feel them for you, kind of thing. Like, it's wild. I'm coming to that conclusion this week. That's another reflection I've just had. Sometimes people just need you to be silent. But all I ever want to do is help. And help and help. And control that help. But that's the control issue is stemming from my trauma and not having any control over my own body, my own life, my own autonomy. Yeah, autonomy. I love crows. They're so cool. One just flew in. I'm getting all emotional, like, damn. I've come a long way. I've come a very long way. From all the hurt, from all the hate, from all the suffering, from all the silence. All of it. I did that. I overcame it. I'm the only one who brought me here. I had support. On and off. But the one guy that stood by me my whole healing journey, my bean lemon. My bean lemon. And he is someone I will treasure until the ends of time. To the end of the universe. I love this man. Life gets good. Life can get good. All I had to do was get out of my own way. Easier said than done. What does it look like? It looks like learning it looks like learning words and their actual literal definitions and then applying those definitions to reality and seeing how they work out. If I don't like those definitions, then I will change the definitions to something that suits me better. Meaning I'll just find another word for it. And if I can't find another word for it, I will express it through my art, through my dance, through my existence. So first I figure out what's wrong. What am I not understanding? What isn't connecting? And then when I figure it out, assuming I do, because a lot of the times I don't figure it out and I get frustrated and I have a split. Most of the times my frustration will trigger a split and I will freak the heck out, excuse me. And by freak out, I just mean internal panic. So when I have these splits, I look like I'm just a normal shut down kind of person. Just like that, straight up silent. No excessive movement, no like Basically, you guys lose my personality. Personality is gone. And BPD comes in to like save the day because my nervous system thinks that we're in danger. So it's like, we have to save your brain from breaking your body. So here we are, behaviors. We have to figure out the external route, right? But no, it's not external. It's all internal because it's all how my body remembers, all the trauma and everything I've been through, and then correlating recent events to those things and how it feels, and having to restructure how I cope with everything is fun sometimes, but tedious. So I could probably do a video on that too, on how I mitigate my disabilities, because that's what they are, disabilities. That's okay. I'm alright with the fact that I'll never have that perception of life that, you know, bad people want you to have. Like, oh no, I'm disabled. I'm just gonna wallow. I'm gonna give up. But, you know what? Guess what? I'm stubborn. I won't give up. If anything, I'll just butt heads with you until, you know, it gets resolved. Because, nah. What do you mean you're gonna tell me what to do with my body? What do you mean you're gonna tell me what to think? Like, homie, I already experienced that. I don't want to go through that again. And I'll fight you. You know? I won't back down. Sorry, I'm getting all excited. I'm getting all Life is good because I make it good. And that's all perspective right now for me. These are my circumstances, my perspective, my existence, right? But you can apply these perspectives to yourself as well. When you get past the self-loathing and the self-hatred and stuff, you don't feel anything. It's weird. Or I don't feel anything. Right afterwards, I'm just kind of like, whoa. I usually make myself cry when I'm mad and frustrated at myself, when I hate myself and I want to hurt myself. Like, I just kind of tell myself, hey. No, I don't even say hey. I just stop thinking about what I was thinking. I'm like, why am I crying? Why am I like this? What got me to freak out like this? Hold up. Let's just stop and logic out of it, right? So then I logic it, and then I think, all right, I've logicked it out. Time to emote it. Time to release my emotions. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, and now I know why. So I'm choosing to release it. And then after that, that's when I decide how I want to release it. So then I go and wiggle it out. Wiggle it out. I just stand in one spot and I wiggle from my torso and my hips, and all my limbs just jiggle except for my legs, because obviously I have to stand straight. If I can't wiggle it out, I'll dance it out. Gyrating. You know what I'm talking about? Pop a squat and start gyrating. If that doesn't work, then I'll cry. I'll lash out. I'll scream into my pillows, of course, because the neighbors, I'm obviously considerate of my neighbors. I'm always considerate. Try to be anyway. If I'm too excited, I will forget to be considerate. My brain thinks that, like, let's say if you were to ask me something, about one topic, my mind would immediately bring in 15 web browser tabs of that topic and a bunch of other random topics. Like, huh? You know, like, why am I thinking about all this other stuff? I don't know. My brain's just throwing it all in there. Oh, wait, maybe I do know. Maybe it's because of all the miscommunications and all the implications I got from all of the people in my life. All the self projections that they had onto me, I adopted and believed that I had to accommodate their personalities and their beliefs and stuff. It's so weird. Human beings are weird. But I like to learn about them, sort of. I like to learn about them. I don't like to experience the worst of them. It's infuriating. It's like, I already did this. Go away. You know, like, I don't want to be your karma. Not right now. But that's my job, right? To be someone's karma. Oh, wait. I'm sorry to the community. Karma is not what you say it is. I forgot the definition of that, so I will have to rescind that statement. I don't want to be someone's judgment. There you go. Justice, judgment. But sometimes I have to be. Most of the times I have to be. It's just existing is uncomfortable for everybody. Me existing is uncomfortable for the rest of the world. Because I'm different, because I'm weird. And that's not a big deal to me. It's a big deal to everyone else. And I think it's funny because then I get to like think of all the fun ways to bring out their inner child, you know? Like, yeah, your adult self wants to be a meanie boobini and all protect and guard your baby self. But come on, you know you're in there. You know you want to come out. You know you want to come build a fort and play in the mud and build mud pies. Stuff like that, yeah? Obviously, that's not something I would all of a sudden bring up and say, hey, dude, you're looking at me funny. Let's go build some mud pies in that pile of dirt. Like, that's weird. I'm an adult. Adults don't do that, right? But, or not but, if you take that and correlate it to, or change it into adult activities that could nurture and fuel your love for your inner child, like, bruh, why wouldn't you want to live life being goofy, you know? Why wouldn't you want to enjoy existing? And the reality for me is the fear of getting to do that and then having it ripped away from me. Like it always has been. My whole fucking life. Whole life. I can remember only the bad. It's only literally been these like past 6 years that I've been able to deconstruct it and see that there were some good parts of my life. But yeah. I need a moment. I'm gonna go get something to drink. Whoa. Some people are yelling outside. I don't know why. But they might just be kids. Neighborhood kids. It got really somber real quick. Ooh, ooh. Let's end it on a fun note, yeah? Whenever I cry, whenever I'm sad, and I'm talking about like desperate cries from my soul when I have my traumatic flashbacks, because I think I have a form of complex post-traumatic stress disorder. But I was only diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder because it was all done at the same time as my autism diagnosis, which is wild. Well, now that I'm talking about it, you guys want to know what I got? I have major depressive disorder, borderline personality disorder, autism spectrum disorder. What else? And I think I might have ADHD because it's genetic, right? Something like that. I didn't do enough research yet. We'll figure it out. Like whether or not it's genetic. I didn't do any research on whether or not it's genetic. But if it is, because my brother is, he's diagnosed with it. My sister probably has it too. My mom definitely has it. And autism, for sure. She's probably denying both of those, but I see you, mother. And I accept you for who you are. Despite everything we've been through. You can see it in my eyes. My heart's like, oh, I can't say that yet. I have unpacked trauma. I love you, Mom. Te amo, mami. Si estás viendo este video, te amo. Te extraño. Ya me está terminado el cuadro. I should probably record myself painting the painting I'm working on for her. She actually paid for the 8x10 bundle that I frequently sell. Frequently being like twice so far. It'll be more often that I'll have that fun sale going on, but digital portraits of people in caricatures or pets in caricatures. Basically my own art style of your family member or whatever it is you want. And then I add a little personality to it, you know? Add color, add splash, add a fun scene. Excuse me. So for hers, it's a portrait, multiple people in a portrait. But she overpaid. So I thought it would be right to make the digital portraits and a physical portrait. I don't even know what the actual size, 16 by 20 right off the top of my head. Yeah, 16 by 20 canvas stretched, you know, the usual art bin or whatever brand. So yeah, I'm working on that right now. And I finally got the style right so that I can finally work on that with actual paint. It took me a whole month to figure out how to do her physical portrait. I haven't sent her the email with the digital portraits, so I will do that this weekend. Yeah, this weekend. I got stuff to do this week. Hooray! Adult responsibilities. Anyways, it's been almost 30 minutes. I guess we'll wait until the 30 minutes are up. 2 more minutes, guys. I don't know. What do you want to talk about in the comments? What's your perspective on existing with disabilities, with your own disabilities? Don't share your personal information. Don't share any of your, you know, location markers. Nothing. Be careful. There's creeps out here, or creeps out there in the internet. I was 12 when I saw a man online. That was rough. A reporter. Yeah. Oh, sorry. That was random. Anyways, the video is over. I like to sing all the time. I like to make some more brine for my kimchi. I'm just kidding. I don't know how to make it yet. It's good. It's sour, but I have to like get my taste buds used to it or else my jaw will lock. Like it hurts. Ugh. The sides of my tongue starts to tingling and then all of this salivates and all of this hurts and then all of this starts to hurt more. It sucks. I have to go to the dentist too. Ugh. Ooh. You know? Shout out to medical trauma. Seriously. If you don't know how to do your job, don't do it. I'm just kidding. I revoked that last part. I'm sorry, guys. See, that's that black and white thinking comes out every once in a while. I have to keep that under wraps all the time. All the time. All of that conditioning. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate your existence and I appreciate your support and attention. Maybe I can be your support and attention too. I don't know very well how to navigate this online community, but we'll do our best, right? I'll navigate it like I do real life, chaotically, with fun, with intention. With intention. So, for our first tune out of the channel, thank you for hanging out, everybody. I'm Deb, but you can call me Bruh. This is Bean Lemon Buns, signing out. Peace.